Applications of surface area. Again, for the applications, I'm going to give you some hints on how to get started, and then we will collaborate on those. So we're going to go with number one. You have one of the Great Pyramids. It is a square pyramid. It gives you that it has a height, so capital H is 147 meters. It has a square base with a side, so the square is 230 meters by 230 meters. You want to find the surface area. So the surface area, the area of the base, plus 1/2 render times the same height. And that you do not have same. Same height would be right here. If you can tell, this is going to make another right triangle. If you look at the cross section, the hypotenuse is going to be your same height. The height of the pyramid is going to be one of the legs, and then it goes down to the middle of the base. So half of 230 would be 115. And you're going to need to solve that for us to figure out this one. Okay. The following prism is made up of 27 identical cubes. What is the greatest possible surface area prism you have after removing one or more cubes from the outside? So we got the surface area of this cube. It's a 3 by 3 by 3. And now you have different choices, right? You can remove, I assumed you could remove this so it wouldn't fall apart. Like, think of them sticking together, I guess. That would be one option. You can remove one of these corner pieces. That's another option. And you can do that all over. And then the other one we could remove is one of these side pieces. So to me, there are like 3 different types you can remove. So figure out what the greatest surface area is if you remove one or more of these cubes. Okay. Next is a grain silo is a cylinder with a hemisphere on top. So that's half a sphere. A grain bin is a cylinder with a cone on top. And we have 2 pictures. The silo has a radius of 10 feet and it has a total height of 70 feet. So right here, this is the center. Because it's a circle on top of a circle, right? Right here, this would be 10. This would be 10, which would make this side 60. Grain bin has a radius right here of 20 feet. It has a total height of 25 feet with cone's height 85. That means this one is also 20. Guess which one has a great surface area. Figure out for each of them what the surface area is. You can decide whether you include the bottom or not. Trying to think, I think they usually just sit on the ground, but if you want to include it, let's include the bases. However, it's open in between. So if I do surface area, it's going to be a cylinder with only one base plus half a sphere. The surface area here will be a cylinder with one base plus the cone. So the cylinder is going to be one base plus a perimeter times the height plus half. You go back and figure out what that formula for a sphere was, 4 pi r squared. This one, cylinder, that's the base, plus a perimeter times the height, plus the cone, which was the area of the base, but since it's hollow in between, we don't need the B. So we need the 1/2, and it was circumference pi r times calculate that, leave pi in it, and get a decimal. And then there's a part C, don't forget part C on the top. For Northern Ireland, there's a Giant's Causeway, and they're actually hexagonal prisms, at 40,000 of them. If one of those is regular, it has a height of 40 meters, and one side is measured 1 meter. What is the total surface area of one of the hexagonal prisms? So the surface area is going to be 2 times area of the base, plus it's going to be perimeter times the height. I know the height was 40 meters. So let's picture this regular hexagon 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. If it is regular, and we can do that from our pattern box. Remember the pattern box? We have this hexagon, and we have these triangles, and you can put 6 of them. The triangles are equilateral, 1 by 1 by 1. So let's do triangles 1 by 1 by 1. What you're going to have to figure out is the height of this triangle. Yeah. Figure out the height. You can figure out the area of the triangle times 6 is going to be the area of the hexagon. That's going to be the perimeter, all 6 sides added, the height is 4. Okay, one more. Number 5. Okay. If the surface area of a rectangular prism is 30 centimeters squared and the sides are whole numbers, find possible solutions for this dimension. Surface area. This is equal to 30. So let's maybe do it in terms of length and width and height. So it's a rectangular prism. 30 is 2 times the base. That's 1 times the perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, and then the height. You want to figure out whole number answers for L, W, and H that will give you 30 centimeters squared as the surface area.